episode 83 of the PN83 podcast. This is PN83 and Mr. P.
Hello, Panty Nectar.
Hello. I have loved facials ever since I started stroking, and I've slowly started transitioning from wanting to give girls facials to wanting a facial. I did my first one by putting my legs over my head and coming on my face. And this has slowly become my favorite way to cum. And now I even shoot all of my cum straight into my mouth so I can swallow it all. Confession listed as number 3.
Man, that is a straightforward confession. There's no question as to what that guy actually was.
I was scrolling through and I was like, oh, this is the one. This is the one we're reading. Yeah, kudos to that guy.
Yeah, I wonder how many guys out there actually give themselves facials. I can say, honestly, I have never intentionally given myself a facial.
Mm-hmm.
But there's been a few times where I've been jerking off and just fucking had such a huge load that it just like busts and like hits me in the chin or like even like, and you're like, what the fuck? Or it like shoots over your shoulder, hits the pillow.
Yeah,
and
had a few of those.
Yeah. But never actually laid on my back and jerked off and fucking milked one on my face.
I bet some guys think about it a lot. I honestly bet that's something that it's always like the taboo stuff that you don't think is popular that is popular.
Yeah, and it goes back to the question of, if you could suck your dick, would you? I know we discussed this before, but my answer is...
I would.
I mean, we know you would. There's no doubt about that.
I would.
My answer is...
If I had a dick, oh my God.
There's no telling what you'd do with that thing.
I would be swinging it around all day long, honestly.
Do you think you'd be showing your dick online as much as you show your pussy online?
Good question.
I show my dick a lot.
Yeah. I feel like showing your pussy is just so empowering out here. It's just, it hits different, you know?
In the world.
Yeah.
Absolutely it is.
Yeah.
I heard this thing one time. I don't know who said it, but it was this quote of like, men are the brains of the world, like the head of the world. Mm-hmm. Women are the neck that controls the brain,
right?
That controls the head,
right.
Which way it's moving. It's like, that kind of makes sense. Like when it all boils down to it, the pussy has the fucking power.
Yeah,
there's no doubt.
I've definitely had friends that have been like, if I was a fucking girl, you have no idea. Like we could get anything that we wanted, and I'm like,
I mean, think of it. Think of like what's referred to as the world's oldest profession, prostitution.
Yeah.
Right. So like, the world's oldest profession, like people making money at the fucking very first start of people making money was fucking chicks getting banged. Mm-hmm. Like that's pretty fucking powerful. Like chicks are like, yeah, it wasn't some guy out there fucking being a metalsmith and banging some brass around. Yeah. It was just chicks spreading her fucking legs and saying, pay me.
Yeah, that's true. No, that's
She was probably rich, had the fucking hottest cave. She probably had like some lanterns and shit maybe.
You know, it's
probably
so
like
funny.
Rock lanterns because there was no glass back then.
I have a very religious friend that smokes weed every day.
Lanterns.
And he puts like scriptures up about prostitution all the time. I'm always like, this guy.
Man.
But it's even in the Bible, you know.
I kind of believe. Okay, so like
to your point, it's so old. Like that goes back to.
What would be a good and formal definition of prostitution? I think it would be,
because that's different from an escort.
Sex in exchange for payment. That's just kind of the way it boils down. Because so like, I think it kind of comes down to, or like. Everything is kind of prostitution, right? Like
people either feel that way or they feel like your first.
Well, like what's a first date? Like you meet this girl and you take her out and like you go to the fucking movies, you go to dinner, you go do this, you go get flowers, you do all of that. Next thing you know, you're fucking $250 deep at the end of the night.
Is she an escort?
And you're hoping to get some ass.
Yeah, that's true. That's exactly right.
Like to me, that's like
wow.
Yeah. So, and the reality is that fucking, back to pussy controlling the world, everything that men do is all about fucking going to get some pussy. You know what I mean? Like,
It's easy to incentivize you guys.
I used to talk about this with some friends at work. Like, guys, y'all know the only reason we're here right now, right? Yeah. It's like, because Friday night we're going to go out and try to get laid.
Yeah.
You know, blow all the fucking money we have, and then Monday show up and tell some stories, and hopefully, you know, you got some ass. And,
Yeah.
And
It's a
stay
very good
stuck
point
at the
that you
job for the next 5 days and do it all over again
Do
the
it
next
all over
weekend.
again. Barely remember it by Monday.
That was in a formal life, Panty Nectar. Now am a domesticated man, I would like to tell you.
You're very domesticated.
I am. I do the dishes. I mow the yard.
People listening are probably like, what? What?
I get blowjobs.
Speaking of mowing the lawn, right? That's what you just said.
Yeah.
You have a video that you're going to be putting out there pretty soon.
Oh, yeah. I told you about that.
Yeah, you did. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
So I'll see it when
It's
you
on
guys
my phone.
do.
My
But
phone's somewhere else. But
yeah.
I was mowing the yard the other day and fucking, I was like, let me whip my dick out, you know? And so I had this riding lawnmower. So I was like, this would be really, really cool as a nice sunny day. So, but the problem was that the lawnmower fucking vibrates so much.
Yeah.
So I pulled my phone out of my pocket and I set it down by my feet where like it's angled.
Yeah.
And I put my phone between my boots. So I was sitting there kind
You
of
did
at
not
like
tell me this
Yeah.
yet.
So there's a reason. So I was sitting there kind of like in this fucking duck stance, not quacking. I was
But
riding.
that gets your like pelvic floor, you know?
They get something going, you know. So I'm riding around. You know, one of the biggest problems
my
I have
God.
is like shit blowing in my eyes. You know, like you have to, when I'm mowing, we have a south wind or southeast
I'm
wind here all the time.
crying.
And so I'm constantly like when I'm mowing and I'm making turns, which is always, I'm always like thinking, okay, I need to turn this direction, close my eyes. So I get shit in my eyes like every fucking 5 minutes when I'm out there mowing.
Right. And you're out there all day.
It seems like it. And
He
so,
mows, you guys, I can't get him off the mower. Anytime I'm like, oh, where is he? Oh, he's somewhere on the
because
mower.
I'm out here fucking jerking off on the lawnmower.
Can I tell you what I pictured when you told me? So he came in and he said, I'm literally crying. He came in and he said, oh, babe, I recorded a really cool video. It was me jerking off on the lawnmower. What I pictured in my head was that you set the phone like up against a tree trunk or something. And it's just like you driving by real quick as you
And like me looking over like, oh shit, I got caught.
But
The fucking tree caught me.
oh my God. But like out of frame, in frame, back out of frame. Like that's what I pictured with you just like thumping away. That's
a
what I
great
call him.
idea. That's actually
Hilarious. That is what I
that's a
pictured
really
in
good
my
idea.
head.
No, so what
until you just said this, I didn't know that.
See, I still have shit in my eyes from a few days ago. So I had my phone right there, and
Oh
I'm
my
fucking.
God.
So, but then, as I'm rolling, I fucking whip out my dick. But the problem is when you whip out your dick, you lose fucking thought of everything else around you. Men can relate with this. There's guys out there, they're like
I'm
shaking their head,
crying.
like, "Yep."
That's why you don't jerk off and drive.
Once my dick gets hard, nothing else fucking makes sense. So my dick starts to get hard, and
Oh
I
my
notice
gosh.
more and more shit start flying in my eyes. So then I have to fucking stop the lawnmower with my fucking dick hard and like, you know, kind of go like this and keep going and trying to drive and rub one out, keep the camera there between my feet without it falling over. So I make one pass.
Oh
And I make it all the way to the end of the property, to the end of the yard. And I turn around and I come the other way. And but this time, it looked even better. The sun was behind me. The sun was in front of me. You know, like it.
I cannot this morning.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, long story short, I thought it would be best to see. I didn't want to fucking blow a load all over my clothes, like I was wearing a shirt and shit. So, went and pulled up next to the shop and hopped off my lawnmower.
Nice.
Set my phone up against the shop and fucking.
He tells
blew a
me
load
he
in the
blows his
grass.
loads, and I'm like, why are you wasting them? Immediately.
It is a waste.
Fertilizing the grass.
Yeah. It's why I give you most of my loads, babe.
I would hope
Yeah.
so.
That's why I shoot such fucking big loads. And people are like, like all the time, like, do you take supplements or what do you do for fucking big cum shots? What? It's like, I'll say it again. I drink a lot of water. I eat generally healthy. And by
He's
that,
like, and I take these pills.
yeah. And here's some
Sponsor real
pills. Let me
quick.
sell you these right here. They're fucking $200 a pop. No.
Eat
so
healthy.
Eat healthy. That means eat whole foods, not a bunch of processed stuff. Drink only water, right? Only water. No fucking Cokes and all that dumb bullshit.
Right.
And, also, I don't drink alcohol. So, and then the main thing is don't fucking blow your load 3 times a day.
Yeah.
You know?
Relax.
Yeah. Slow down a little bit.
Save it for me. Let it.
Yeah.
He said, yeah. Let it build.
Yeah. Then you'll be blowing some fucking big Mr. P loads.
That's right.
Yeah.
Send us in a video.
I wonder what Peter North used to say his fucking secret was. Like there had to be some things.
I
that,
have
like, he
literally
would tell
never seen a
friends.
video with him in it.
Peter North is like the fucking legend.
Q-tips don't do it for me.
Q-tips.
Doesn't he have a bald head?
What?
Doesn't he have a bald head? It's all shiny. Doesn't do it for me.
Peter North? No, no.
Does he have hair?
Yeah, I mean, I think so.
Oh.
I mean, I'm just mostly looking at his fucking cum shots. You know,
See,
like,
I'm not even.
That's like, what is Kim
I
Kardashian?
start typing in perfect.
Perfect.
I don't know.
Yeah, so he fucking busted some massive loads.
Oh
back in
no,
the day.
he does have hair. That's not
Yeah.
who I thought you were
Yeah,
talking about.
That's Peter North.
I'm talking about the guy that's done
What's up,
all
Peter?
the
Looked up to you for a long, long time, man. Following in your footsteps out here.
No, who's the guy that does all the scenes currently with some girls we know? But he's, you know who I'm talking about?
Johnny Sins or something
yes,
like that.
that's right. Doesn't do it
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
I
Dude,
like the
there's,
hair. I
There,
like
there's
hair.
some you like hair, and then you fucking marry
Everywhere.
a dude that's 40.
I love it.
Like, this shit's fading fast.
And he used to let me just like rub through this. Now I get I'm like the little spoon at night.
So you
I
like
get to touch
you
their
like
hair.
hair. You're not
Yeah.
into the bald dude.
I'm
thing.
into like the real like fucking.
What if you could like
musky.
fucking what if you could like grind your pussy on a dude's head?
on dude's on his bald head?
Yeah, like if he sat there on the floor and you
No.
stood above him and like like a medicine ball. Like-
I'm even trying to think of something to say and I can't even.
Yeah, because there's some chicks that are like totally into the fucking bald heads. Like
No, yeah,
like some
no.
girls,
And
like,
no shame to
only
anyone
bald-
that does have a bald
No.
head. I'm just saying it
No.
doesn't do it for me.
no.
I've never met a guy that gets me going with a bald head.
I'm
before.
trying to think of what doesn't do it for me, and I'm just
Literally
Yeah.
everything does it. I tell him something could walk like it just like can be walking and probably not even that.
see. I think that's one. So here's another one of my philosophies. I think one of the problems with the world is that men will fuck anything. So like women wouldn't have nearly, like these fucking tramps out there, that seriously, there's some chicks out there that just need to, just sit down and shut the fuck up,
Okay.
but they might be some nasty bitch or something like that.
Okay.
But the reality is like, there's some guy out there that will fuck her.
Yeah.
And versus like
You.
think of this versus like a nasty fucking piece of shit guy. Women are
Right.
they're repulsed
So you think
by
the
that.
women
They're-
are more often they will find a person.
Oh, 100% they will. And late at nights, some nights at some bars when I was, especially in the Marine Corps, I was one of those guys.
That's why I
See?
just said you. I said
I mean-
you would fuck them.
So there was
Yes.
this, yeah. Not like mean people. There's this whole thing like if a chick's like a mean fucking nasty chick, like I am totally, I guess that's the thing that doesn't do it for me. Like a bad
Mean?
fucking attitude.
Oh,
Like
okay.
if you have a real fucking bad attitude about shit, like I am not.
Like constantly giving you sass, and you're like, can we just chill and like have a conversation?
Or just a person that may be rude toward other people.
Right.
You know,
Right.
is someone that at a restaurant they're fucking being mean to the waiter or the waitress. It's like, nah, fuck that. Like I've never been a
Oh, that'd
I've
make
never
me so sad.
I've never been a waiter, but like I totally respect anybody out there who's worked in food service because like I've seen the way people act
Yeah.
at restaurants and people can be fucking dicks, man. So
Yeah. And it's it's a blessing to have a good server. So whenever you do, like,
tip
anyone
them
in
well.
hospitality really, or that does anything like that, because even at the nail salon, like you want a good hospitable nail
Yeah.
salon person that can chit chat with you while you're doing your nails and all of that. And you tip those people well because they do a good job.
Yeah, especially nowadays, just people showing up to work. Like
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
that's a big deal. So find someone who's willing to work and
Yeah.
they do a good job at it, treat them well. Penny Nectar, where was I? I was talking about fucking nasty bitches. Yeah. See?
He's like my favorite topic.
Favorite subject. So so the one thing that I guess would just be like a turn off for me would just be like a shitty attitude. Like it does not matter how fucking hot you are. If you have like a bad fucking attitude,
Right.
like that's just like sucks.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Do you think I have a bad attitude a lot? A lot of the
No.
times.
A lot of no, not at all. I think you have a great attitude.
Sometimes.
Look at you. Yeah.
Sometimes.
I think. Well, yeah.
I
Sometimes.
get cranky when I don't get laid.
You do get cranky when you don't get laid.
It makes me mad. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then once I get it, I'm perfectly fine for the next few days. Yeah.
Well, good thing you don't go long. So.
I don't. How often do you think that we have sex a week, or say in a month?
I don't even know. You know, I remember we had discussed this one time on the podcast before, and people are going to go back and listen to it, and they're going to be like, "Oh, that's an inconsistent, number."
Y'all have sex less.
Yeah, yeah. down. what's a fucking? Yeah. Yeah, we're trending downward, and that
Yeah.
no, we would definitely be trending upward. I guess. I don't know. We have sex a lot,
We find a good
Especially
balance
at
for
night.
everything. Yeah.
You notice, so like here's something that will give the listeners, like we used to have a lot of morning sex.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's because we just get up so much earlier now that it's like, I don't know.
We get
don't
up
really-
super early.
We have a
and
lot of
you-
sex at night now.
Yeah.
Like all the time. So
Because we're finally
kinda-
done for the day. We're like in bed relaxing because we still have full lives too, that we
Yeah.
run regular lives just like everyone else. So I think sometimes people think like we're superhuman and just like whatever, just don't, we
Yep.
have time for everything. And it's like we really do have to work at, our marriage, our life, our everything,
people just think that we live in this panty nectar globe, like a snow globe.
which we
And
kind of
it's
do.
just panty nectar globe, and it's panty nectar there standing on one side, and it's me on the other side, and I fucking bust a load, and then you shake up the globe, and the load
Goes everywhere.
flies over slowly, like in space, like in zero gravity. It just slowly fucking flies over and hits panty. Oh, hits you in the face. That's one thing I've thought about doing. So I am dead serious about this.
Okay.
If I can find a way and I can live long enough, I want to be the first person to, and if Elon's cool with it, to
Oh, God.
bust a load on camera in space. It's at zero gravity at least.
You're probably not
Like
the
a
first
facial.
person.
Well, not to bust a load, but like,
We've had astronauts up there.
yeah, we've had astronauts, and maybe that wouldn't be.
Don't they stay up there for like fucking months and months
There's
and
been
months?
people that have
sometimes?
stayed up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
They're busting loads up there.
well, they're definitely busting loads. I'm
Not
sure
on
probably
camera.
probably some have been on camera. But I want maybe like give the first
Someone's
facial.
watching in the shuttle somewhere.
I want to give the first facial in space and post it on the internet. How about that?
Gotcha.
Is that better?
Yeah.
So-
Sorry.
So when that Dragon capsule can, that SpaceX Dragon capsule can just, fly me up to the International Space Station. I fucking stay out there for like 2 days.
Who are you going to give a facial
'Cause
to?
I hear jet lag's a motherfucker.
Who are you going to give a facial to? Yourself?
You're coming with me, babe.
You didn't say that. You said they're going to take me.
Well, you know, they keep women on the International Space Station.
You could just like float upside down.
Not like, I mean, usually like there's always a chick astronaut. Can you imagine? That has to be by design, you know, to think that like keep shit leveled
Keep
up.
morale up. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I guarantee you, man. So I've thought about this too because I have been deployed, and anyone who has been deployed, male or female, knows that there's some wild shit that goes out on fucking deployments.
Oh, I bet.
And yeah, you're like halfway through a deployment and shit comes up pregnant. You're like, like, it was banging her, you know?
Oh.
Yeah, happened twice when we were in Afghanistan.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And so I've always thought, like, man, I wonder what it's like on a fucking, like, the International Space Station, you know?
But would it, yeah.
Do you think it's
like,
a gangbang fucking type situation? Or, like, do you think it's like a trifecta and, like there's a cuck fucking sitting over the corner?
No, I don't.
They say, fly over to that side, you fucking cuck.
I'd be interested to hear, like, no one will ever talk about that, but I would be interested to hear how many relations have gone on.
I bet someone will talk about it at some point. Maybe it's me.
Well, and it's pertinent to like, if we ever went to another place and wanted to build our population, like, I guess it's kind of good data to see, like, when people are just out surviving.
Yeah, NASA.
I don't know.
NASA, if you're looking for any astronauts to study this type of shit, I'm available.
Oh,
I have unvaccinated sperm. That shit is like fucking gold nowadays. And I'm 40, so I ain't got shit to lose. Let's fucking do this.
I saw a
Send me up
guy
there.
on X. He said, "Unvaxxed and uncut. I'm a rare motherfucker," or something like that. I was like, "Damn, you go good, dude." I think it was actually one of the Frentech guys too.
It had to be a crypto guy. They come up with some fucking banger ass tweets. So you're like, man, how'd you come up with that? But it's like, oh, I know how you post fucking 40,000 tweets a day.
Yeah.
So one of them has to be good.
Yeah.
But hey, that's good. Put your fucking
grind.
content. Yeah, there is nothing wrong about posting 40,000 tweets a day. If you can post 40,000 tweets a day, good on you.
I actually had a message. My chats on Reddit finally started working, and they haven't worked for like, I want to say over a year, but I know it's probably been way longer than that. And they finally worked, and I saw this message from a female creator, and she said, "Hey, babe, what agency do you use? If you use one." And I said, "Oh, I don't use one, have never used one." And I said, "All you have to do is put your content out there, like to what we're saying. When you post 40,000 times a day, one of them's going to hit."
Right.
And so that's why I told her, just grind it out. Like, just post, on Reddit, post wherever, post, put your content out there for free. And you don't even have to worry about that. So
The greatest, excuse me, I think the greatest concept that,
you just coughed my direction.
oh, sorry, I turned away from the microphone to cough in your face. Didn't cover my fucking, I'm a nasty.
No,
The nasty bitches I talk about, I'm one of them. Sorry. See, you made one.
I'm renaming your name in my phone to Nasty Bitch.
Yeah, you
Nasty
should do that.
Bitch is gonna start calling me.
Yeah, because I changed my name under like the iCloud thing under my settings to Big Daddy Z, just fucking around. But it changed it to like all my contacts. So my dad was like, he's like, he doesn't even know how to fucking work an iPhone.
Yeah.
We bought him one. And he's like, who is Big Daddy Z? I'm like, oh, that's me, Dad. Sorry.
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. So it went to everyone in your contacts.
Yeah.
That's
You know
great.
see, that's a problem with like technology and shit. Like, especially fucking Apple and iCloud. Like, it's so complicated now.
frustrating.
You don't really exactly know how it works. The keychain shit, the fucking iCloud thing. You have the photo share, the shared albums, the family plan. You get your dick pics going over here and you didn't mean to, and it's
Because they're in the cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff gets confusing sometimes.
Meat missiles. That's what we used to call them. The sending meat missiles fucking
That
dick
does
pics.
not have a good connotation to me. That sounds cringy. Meat missiles.
I didn't come up with it.
If I had a dick, it would be a meat missile.
You're a fucking meat missile. Look at you. You're solid.
Get out of here.
You're solid. How much
I
do you,
know.
how much do you weigh?
I have not weighed myself in quite a while. I probably weigh like anywhere from 105 to 110 right now, probably.
But your body fat percentage is like fucking nothing.
I have, yeah.
Solid muscle. So you're
Yeah.
a 5'7" meat missile. Ready to launch?
Oh my god.
Countdown in 3, 2, 1. The vibrator goes off.
That's funny.
Yeah.
You're funny.
I'm kind of on a roll this morning, you know. I'm not funny at all, so
I hope.
in my real life.
I hope. I hope that people listening are getting a kick out of this episode as well and laughing. I hope that you are getting a kick out of this and able to spruce up your day with good laughter with me and Mr. P.
Yeah. The world is fucking crazy out there, so it's good to laugh. I
Yes.
think laughter is one of the best medicines.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Eckhart Tolle actually talks about that. In all his fucking infinite wisdom of the Zen and guru stuff that he talks about like comedy being like good for the soul.
Right.
'Cause-
Laughter, man. Yeah.
Yeah, because he talks about specifically about how like TV and movies are so harmful,
Mm-hmm.
you know, to the
Because they
mind.
incite negative emotions and feelings.
Sure, that and it's, you know, controlling your thoughts in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
That you're having something can produce those negative thoughts, emotions, and feelings, which are these ideas that are being pushed into your brain
Mm-hmm.
that you're voluntarily taking in.
Right.
But so he goes on about that, but then he says the caveat to that is comedies. You know, just really like senseless fucking comedies. They can have, you know, just a really good impact on your overall mindset and health and well-being. I mean, like, think of it. Think of people you know that like are constantly laughing, and you know, versus people you know that don't laugh at all, and like
Yeah.
they're the fucking you know, they're the Karens and yelling at the kids to get off their lawn and shit, and
Yeah.
you know, those people. Not to say that maybe they're not healthy, but fuck those people.
But those people, yeah, no,
Yeah.
people, that's why I said on the last podcast, the people that hate us are the people like not having sex, not enjoying not happy with their lives. Because if they were happy with their lives, they wouldn't be digging into our lives.
Yeah, exactly. And it's one of the things, you know, when we were talking about creators that are out there doing their own things, it's like, you know, it's not to say that we like or into what everyone's doing. You don't have to like what somebody's doing.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't like it, then don't fucking watch it, right? Like, don't press the follow button, fucking mute or block them or whatever. But there is absolutely no sense to go and be mean to somebody, right?
Mhm.
Like what's that doing?
Right.
Like, honestly,
Yeah.
if you go and it, fuck being a creator, it could be anybody. It could be just some
Yeah,
random
I'm
person
like-
or in real life, not on the internet. Like what is being rude towards somebody going to do, one, for the situation, and two, for you?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you telling somebody, you know, something mean, it's not bolstering you in any way. It might bolster your ego in a sense. That might make your ego more empowered. But you as a person, like, people fucking don't like mean people, you know?
Yeah.
I think people are fucking tired of it.
Yeah.
No more dicks.
No more dicks.
Only meat missiles. Hot meat missiles. Like PN83.
I don't like that word. I don't like that word.
I want someone to come up with a meme like of you on a rocket.
Oh my gosh.
5'7" meat missile.
We should design something. We should design something.
I wish I had an ounce of creativity in me.
No, you're creative.
No, not at all. Like, not from like drawing and shit. Like, have you seen me draw? There's a reason. There's a reason.
Have you seen me draw?
Yeah. There's a reason. It's like playing guitar, writing songs. Like I can play guitar, but I can't write songs.
Yeah.
But songwriting is it is a whole fucking different talent all on its own.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people say it's storytelling, which it definitely is. People say it's like writing poems, which it could be.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't know, songwriting. But each song's different. I don't know. It's just crazy. I've always been fascinated with good songwriting.
But you can play something that's already written.
Yeah, it's like I can play anything, listen to
Right.
it, and learn it and play it. I became fascinated with songwriting when I learned as a young kid that, you know, here in Texas, I'll turn the other way and cough.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
PN83.
Thank you.
Here in Texas, it's like, especially in country music, that George Strait's the king, right? He's referred to as the king. When I learned that George Strait does not write his own songs, I became fascinated. And I'm like, well, who the fuck is doing all this then?
Yeah.
That you have this guy out here that now has over 50 #1 hits. And he's written, I don't know, very few of those.
Mm-hmm.
I said he doesn't write his own songs. He's written very, very, very few songs.
Mm-hmm.
One of his biggest songwriters was a guy named Dean Dillon, who's still alive and still writes songs. And he wrote a lot of great songs for a lot of good people. You wanna be if you listen to country music, go look up a guy named Dean Dillon. He has written songs for so many people over the decades, so many #1 hits. I would love to know how much fucking mailbox money this guy gets each month. It'd be insane.
Yeah.
But when I found out George Strait didn't write songs, I was like, shit, who's doing that? And then became fascinated with just songwriting. You know, one of the reasons I really like Robert Earl Keen, he's just such a great storyteller to me.
Yeah.
To be able to put, you know, such simple concepts together, and words together, but make them seem so grandiose and kind of like what we do, Penny Nectar. You know, just we're out here just laying the groundwork for people's imaginations.
Laying the pipe.
Laying the pipe.
Don't forget that what we read at the beginning of the episode was a Discord confession. If you'd like to read more Discord confessions at your own leisure, you can check that out in the Discord server. There is a link almost anywhere on any of the platforms. We'll leave a link here in the show notes for you guys. Come on in, read some confessions. There's some dirty ones on there. There was one about pee that I didn't read that was real good right there at the start. So go check it out. Let me know what you guys think. Leave some confessions of your own, and hopefully we'll be talking to you guys soon.
Head to pannynectar.com, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.